I'm kind of smiling, kind of not. We have found way too many little things in here.
Why do I have two shims underneath this suspension? And I can also see that the nuts have been removed, so it's not new. I wonder what happened. So there is a story. We're looking at the surface of things. What's lying underneath?
It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Phoenix, Arizona, about to inspect this 2020 Renegade Classic 42 CRB. Now stick around. Our customers' fingers are crossed, so are ours, and yours should be too. We're gonna update you at lunch and the end of the day. So come on in, let's see my first glimpse, and then stow and go. So first glimpse, we are missing decorative buttons up this area here. As you can see where they are. And we also can see that, you know, there's been some scuffing here as well as you're coming in, and possibly a little crack in the grout over here, as you can see. So let's talk about the stow and go. Coming in here, everything is closed. I have really good access to everything. We can have a dance party in here with the slides in, which is really nice. And then when I get in the back, I can see that there's glass on the bed. Well, this is to the shower, so I don't know what happened there, but I'm definitely going to investigate it. As far as your stow and go, I think this is fabulous, and nothing else really pops out as far as my first glimpse. I showed you what I saw when I first came in, so stick around. We're going to update you at lunch and the end of the day.
Good morning recap. No, it's time to wake up recap. First glimpse. Minute we pull in here, that's the first thing I see. Says, okay, that's the film protector. So you can see that they've come a little bit too close with something. Is it just in the plastic? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it could have scuffed the paint too. Then you see that this has been broken either by a rock or something. It's a 2020. I mean, I didn't even know how much mileage so far we have on this. So that's the first thing I see. They do some cut and buff on those units. And as you can come and see here, come and see from the glare of the sun, you're going to see all those swirls up there. Whoever did that job didn't do a great job. Here's a point that I want to bring. We just came out of a workshop not too long ago, and I want to clarify the intent of the workshop is to create elite teams. This is not like a school, normal school, where you sign up and if there's room in that class of 33, you're fine, you come in, and at the end of the week, you passed. No, we actually go through a pretty intense interview process to see if you are like-minded, if the intent of what you want to do is like ours. It's pretty intense. There's a fire hose of information coming in, and once they're done, it's not done. Now they're going to go out and report to us and show us the report to actually see if they are understanding and performing what we see fit as a Blue Ox endorsed team. So now we're going to go perform what we're good at doing, and let's check out at lunchtime what it looks like. For now, let's go check what Laurel has inside.
So it's lunchtime, and I do have a lot of little things to tell you about. I'm going to start right here. It's going to be hard for you to see in the angle, but there is two sticky marks right here. I think they used some sort of tape or something there, and it's left a residue. I also have buttons missing right here in the cab area. We have one here, and we also have three over here, as well as one on the handle coming in. All right, I mean, it's not a huge deal. They'll find buttons and they'll put them in, but I do need to tell my customer about that. So this morning, Pierre and I started with the slides. They were in. We took them out, in and out, 4 or 5 times because they really were struggling. Here, I want you to check this out. Let us know what you think. I went through all of my cupboards and cabinets, and coming into the bedroom, I have one drawer that is completely off its hinge. When you pull it out, that's it. Done. Comes right out. It's missing a screw in there. And then I have another base to the cabinet over here above the bed that you can see that needs to be attached. Needs a staple or something in there. Other than that, that's all I have found until lunchtime. But you know, I'm going to save that water, and I'll let you know at the end of the day what I find.
All right, lunchtime recap. We've seen this morning. It's been off-road. Basically, that's what we realized. This slide out, there's definitely a seal that is not doing its job. So the bulb seal to the wiper seal is actually cut off. So even when this opens, you can actually throw water in there because that seal is the same one inside outside. So this slide out, the front end of the slide out inside. See, that's why we check before we open them, to check all the seals on top, if they do what they're supposed to do. This one, as you can see right there, is barely touching, but as long as the outside is sealing, we're fine. But this is my problem here. So I got a wiper seal that is actually not doing nothing. You can see, I can see inside. So this is not performing as intended. Water can come in there. Hey, we're in Arizona, it's fine, it's dry. This front cap has paint missing, I mean scratch. So they must have hit a tree, a branch or something. You can see the mark into the paint. Then we end up on top in another, either a Wi-Fi booster or one of those Wilson something has been installed, but the top is cut off. So that's gone. So it's probably the same branch that took off the front, that took off the back. In this access door, you got the waste management system in there. So the shit tank and the gray tank, they're all there. It stinks in there. Makes me believe that maybe the black tank is leaking itself. It's just not just the macerator hose that could do that kind of smell, but we'll figure out how we can test this. These actually, I should say this one, as you may see, this wall would actually want to get out of there. So let's check what this did. This is my rear slide out. So Laurel's gonna open this, and let's check the wall and the H frame, what it's doing when it's opening. Go ahead and open it. So imagine whatever's going on in there, and see even all the dirt. So I don't know if it's maintenance or... All right, bring it back in. I mean, that H frame is about to let go. And you can see that it's not, this bottom part is not really sealing much, but hey, we're just bringing back facts. All right, so let's get on the other side. So on this corner, same thing, same problem. And you can see that red dirt. So what we realize, and remember when I tell you that the unit will tell a story? There's a sticker in front of that windshield. Means nothing, but it's a four-wheeler club association sticker to be able to pass somewhere onto the state land. You think this went off-road? Maybe. So we continue. In here, I've got a solar controller right down there because on the roof, I've got 3 big solar panels, which should take over. Well, let's go check what the solar controller inside says. Red pencil, light inside the cabinet. Okay, how can we have light inside a cabinet? We don't have a switch or nothing. Well, let me show you what it is. Simple as this light doesn't work. So the sensor in this light is done. Which brings me to my solar controller. Absolutely nothing works in here. So you can have solar, but if your controller doesn't work, well, that ain't really helpful. Let's see what Laurel has inside as I'm in here now with this stinky smell. That's what I smell. We actually called the customer because they wanted to know our opinion at lunchtime. And like I said, I do not deliver opinion. I deliver facts, statements. This is the report. But like these people, it's already their second unit on this facility. And they're meticulous, and there's things they don't like. When I brought up the smell issue in here, which I think comes from something related to the black tank. And the customer, she didn't remember this. I said, you've been here? She says, yeah, we're half an hour from there. Why don't you do like the Price is Right? Why don't you come on down and come and smell this? She says, you know what? Maybe you're right. I think they had all the windows open. It was windy when we went there. They might know what this smells when it's closed up. We'll probably see them later. End of the day recap. Remember I always tell you, a unit tells a story. How do you find telltales? All right, well, over the day, I've seen a lot of scuff on tires, and I know that in order to have all those kind of scuff, this was off-roading a lot. And the dirt that's in the engine speaks by itself. We have those hit on the side fender, we got that on top of the roof, the front cap, we know that. And see, for 25,000 miles, this is a little bit worn out on the side, which is typical of Michelin, but that's what I'm saying. You can see those gouges. This is all off-roading stuff. Well, the details here, why do I have two shims underneath this suspension? And I can also see that the nuts have been removed, so it's not new. So Freightliner didn't do that on site. So somebody else, and it's normal. A truck will always torque because of the engine. It'll always torque this side. So it gets softer on that side of a truck normally. But with so many miles having to do this aftermarket, and there's nothing on the other side. So it's like, I wonder what happened. So there is a story. We're looking at the surface of things. What's lying underneath? I don't know. So that was an interesting one. Now we're going to see how and where the customers are going, but I'm sure they're going to be happy of what we brought up to them. Let's go check what Laurel saw inside.
So it's the end of the day. I'm kind of smiling, kind of not. We have found way too many little things in here. You know, at noon we said, you know what, we're just going to call the customer and give a synopsis, because they had passed on another RV we had inspected that we thought they were going to take. So we were surprised when they wanted us to come inspect this one. Too many things. We said, you know what, they better be here on site and see what we're seeing. So we brought them on site, let them see everything that Pierre was finding outside, and he's already told you about that, and the slide issues, and even the grout behind the kitchen sink with all this movement. Check it out. The kitchen backsplash area is missing a lot of sealant, but also you can see that this moves. So I'll just kind of press it and you'll see that it's wiggling. You can see the movement. There's definitely been some movement here, and it's missing all along here, as you can see, and all the way down to the corner. Right here near the microwave, same thing, it's separated away from that cabinet. And over here by the stove in the corner, same thing, it has separated. After seeing that, you know, they kind of said, well, gosh, I don't know that this is something we want to go for. You know, so I had gone through all my water. I had done my washing machine. I had done my sinks. Everything was not leaking. And then I got to the shower. Come check this out. So I got to the shower, and what do you suppose happened? Well, if I'd turned the water on, it was going to leak, because here we have a nice big shower. So it's definitely going to leak, don't you think? No, they're going to put that back on there. But let's check out the tall stall. I gotta say, I did not measure today, but it's wicked tall, don't you think? So if you're about 2 feet taller than me, 7 foot, you're gonna be fine in this shower. It's a nice big stall, and it's really tall. But other than that, I didn't have a lot of extra things to tell you after lunch, because that's when they came. But I do want to tell you this. We just had a workshop. If you're sitting at home thinking, I think I'd like to be an RV inspector, reach out to us. Go on our website and apply. We'd love for you to join our next workshop. So on that note, remember, and do never forget,
it's not about the destination, it's all about the journey. I am going